my yarny friends, I'm Sarah and welcome back to my crochet channel. Today's video I'm going to show you how to crochet the 1 hour chunky cowl. It's fun, it's easy, and it's oh so comfortable. It's great for the guys and the girls, and it's also really easy to make wider and longer. If you want it wider, add more rows. If you want it longer, add more rows. It's a super simple pattern, and I think you're really going to enjoy making it. It's great for a last minute gift, or if the air just went super cold and you need to wear something warm super quick. If you make it according to the pattern, you're going to get an 8-inch long cowl that is 24 inches around. It's the perfect size to keep your neck toasty warm. Now you can find this crochet pattern with pictures on my blog, and as always, I'll put that blog link down in those notes underneath this video in that description box. To make our 1 hour chunky cowl, you're going to need some bulky weight number 5 yarn. I use this yarn here. It's called Yarn Bee Wildstreak, and the color is called Auburn Rust. I've got it wound up here in a ball, but you can see all the beautiful colors. It goes from bright rust to gold, oranges and greens, and it stitches up beautifully for this project. Now you're going to need approximately 5.2 ounces or about 200 yards, but also keep in mind that it depends on how tightly that you stitch, and so make sure you get enough yarn. And one of these skeins has 3.5 ounces on it, so you'll have to pick up 2 of these balls or skeins of yarn. We're going to be stitching up our cowl with a K-hook. The K-hook is a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. You'll need a needle for weaving in your ends, and then you'll need a pair of scissors. We'll be starting with the band of our cowl and then work our way down in rounds. We're going to begin with our slip knot, and we're going to chain 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have 7 chains. I'm going to stitch in the second chain from the hook a half double crochet. So yarn over, go in, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and go through all 3 of those loops. And now we're going to stitch a half double crochet in these remaining stitches. There we go, and 1 more. And chain 1. So for row 1 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 half double crochets, chain 1. Now we're going to turn our work, and we're going to be working in the back loops only. And you see that there are 2 rows of loops. These loops on this side are our front loops that are facing us. These loops that are facing away are our back loops. And we're going to stitch 1 half double crochet in each of those 6 stitches. Our chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So yarn over, we'll go right in that first stitch in the back loop and stitch a half double crochet. And we'll do this in each of these stitches across. And chain 1. So now I have stitched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 half double crochets working in the back loops. You'll know you did that correctly if you see this line right here, because those are the front loops that we didn't stitch in. And so for row 2, we have 6 half double crochets stitched in the back loop only. We chained 1. We're going to turn our work and repeat what we just did on row 2. We'll stitch 1 half double crochet in each of those 6 stitches. And chain 1. So we stitched 6 half double crochets working in the back loop only and chained 1 for row 3. Chain 1 and turn and repeat. 1 half double crochet in each of those 6 half double crochet stitches. And remember, we're working in the back loop only. So 6 half double crochets stitched in the back loop only and chain 1. And so now you can see the way that the band at the top of our cowl works. We've stitched 4 rows and we need to stitch 44 more rows. So we have a total of 48 rows of 1 half double crochet in each half double crochet across, stitching in the back loops only. So we're going to repeat row 2 for 44 more rows. I have continued to repeat row 2 until I have 48 total rows. We did 4, then we did an additional 44, which gives us 48 rows. And this is going to give us a 24-inch around cowl. We're going to take the ends and put them together. Make sure that you don't twist your band. It needs to lay flat. We'll put the 2 ends together and we'll go through each of those 6 stitches on both sides and stitch them together with single crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, string out of the way there, 5, and here's our last one, 6. I'm going to chain 3 because our next row is going to be a row of double crochets. Now we have this one we need to weave in. I'm just going to move it out of the way for now so you can see how that looks. And by single crocheting that together, it makes it look really nice. This of course can be the back, but it still lays really nice, and we have the top band of our cowl. Now we're going to do a row of double crochets. Our chain 3 here counts as 1 double crochet. And what we're going to do is evenly double crochet around our band. We need to have a total of 60 double crochets. Now what I do is I know I need to have 30 on the front and 30 on the back side. And so I'll think, okay, I need to do 30 across, and that will help me with spacing them. All right, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so I've stitched 10. I'm going to look at it, and so I need to make sure I get 20 more by the time I get over here. And then when I turn it over, I'll know I need to do 30 on that side as well. And so we need to stitch 60 double crochets around the edge of our band evenly. I have evenly stitched 60 double crochets around the top of my band. I'm going to join to that chain 3 with a slip stitch and chain 3. Now this next row is where we start our texture. The chain 3 counts as one double crochet. Now we're going to triple crochet around the front post of the next double crochet. That means we're going to stitch around the post of the stitch instead of up here where we usually stitch. So you're going to loosely wrap 2 wraps around your hook. You're going to go around the post and stitch your triple. So we'll pull up a loop. You'll have 4 loops. Yarn over, go through the first 2. Yarn over, go through the second 2. Yarn over and go through the third 2. Now the next stitch we're going to stitch is a regular double crochet in the top where we normally stitch. Then we'll stitch a triple around the next front post. Then we'll stitch a double crochet in the next stitch. We'll stitch a triple front post, the next stitch, and we'll alternate this working all the way around this row. Double crochet, front post, triple in the next stitch. Oops. Try that again. There we go. All right, and so now we'll just continue to repeat a double crochet and a front post triple crochet, alternating every other stitch. And you can already see that it makes a really nice texture. And we'll do this all the way around this row. And then we'll join back to our chain 3. So I continued to repeat double crochet, front post triple, alternating every other stitch all the way around. I'm going to join to my chain 3 with a slip stitch and chain 3. Now this row, we're just going to stitch one double crochet in each of the stitches. Whether it's a double crochet or a triple, it doesn't matter. We're stitching one double crochet in each of those stitches all the way around. Just a solid row of double crochets. One double crochet in each stitch, working all the way around, and then we'll join back to our chain 3. I have completed that row of just one double crochet in each of the stitches around. I joined to my chain 3 and chained 3. And now what we're going to do is we're going to continue to repeat the triple front post row, alternating the double crochet and the triple, and then a row of double crochet. We're going to repeat these 2 rows 3 more times. This is row 51 and 52. And so we're repeating row 51 and 52 3 more times, alternating every other row. I have completed those 3 repeats. So I have 4 sections where I've done the double crochet with the front post triple and then a row of double crochet. So we have 4 of those. And the last row that you end on is a double crochet row. Now this measures 8 inches high. And in reality, this is the top and this is the bottom. This part goes up around the top of your neck. All right, so if you want this to be longer, you can do more repeats. It's up to you. All right, I like it this length. I have a little bit of a short neck, but say you're making this for a gentleman with a longer neck, you can definitely add more rows. All right, so I'm done. I'm going to cut my yarn. We don't add anything else after that last row of double crochet. All right, so I'm going to go in that next stitch, pull that loop in, so we have a nice looking edge there, and I have to weave in a couple of ends, and my 1 hour chunky cowl is complete.